Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes, and welcome to the Colosseum, where we are facing Zepho Tomb Guardians. So in today's video I'll show you how I was able to get 10+%, so that just to reach the first tier rewards that grant you extra materials so you can get looked and leveled up to level 6. Because really what I will be trying to do this run of era is not spend any free-to-play earned crystals to level up area units, just to see what you can really do, just getting the area units as they are and just doing the events as much as you can, how much you can actually level them up without investing your hard-earned crystals into anything. But again, it's a topic for another video in terms of economy. Today let's just focus on the actual event. Now the event is it's very difficult, like with the level 5 look, but between that I have now 3 accounts, I was testing out different strategy. Remember, each account gets only 5 attempts. Even if you retreat out of the battle, you still lose the attempt, and then if you want to do more, you have to spend crystals, and this is not what I want to do. But luckily, between the 3 accounts, I had 15 attempts, and as I was in my final account, on my attempt 13, I figured out the sequence, and then I did 3 battles in a row, which I'll show you, and they all get 10+%. Now there is a bit of RNG involved in this one, which we'll discuss once we hit into the battle, and look at the abilities. So you can see level 5 look, 3 stars. This is what we all get for free, no crystals, nothing invested. So first we need to look at, apologies for the lag, but as we all know, the game's been a bit laggy since the update. So let's first go ahead and have a look at the abilities from the Guardians. I think that all 3 of them have exactly same abilities, so we'll just check on one. Shielded core, so this is kind of the main one we have to keep an eye out on. As you can see, everybody start with 3 armor plating, so there's a green shield icon above them with 3 stacks. Anytime that we hit them, they lose a stack. And if we hit them once they have no stacks of armor plating on them, then they will deal 100% more damage on their next special ability. So something to keep that in mind. You have to a little bit in the beginning manage this, make sure you don't keep hitting the same guy over and over again, because then they'll do a lot of damage. And however, you do want to hit them so you can do more damage by removing armor plating from them. And then in here, so they just deal more damage the more points you basically dish out. I believe that's similar like the Rancor challenge pit rate. For every 2% Rancor started doing more damage, so they just have increasing damage as the battle goes on. So totally out of our control, nothing we can do about it. This is just letting you know that all these units here have all the faction tags, so when on Wookiee says, oh, it'll heal Wookiees, everybody's a Wookiee. When Barry says something for, I don't know, Inquisitors, Unaligned Force users, everybody are tagged as Inquisitor, Unaligned Force users. When Luke says call rebels to assist, they're all rebels, they will all be called to assist. So speaking of assists, obviously if you do mass assist on somebody, you will get rid of those 3 stacks of armor, and on their next special ability they'll be doing 100% more damage. So definitely gotta keep that in mind, you have to use it at the right time. And this is just explanation that these 4 units are summoned and Luke is ours. So I guess whenever we get a second area unit, we'll only get 3 units summoned. That's my assumption here. In terms of the ability, so the first ability deals special damage to target, inflict speed down. This is where the first bit of RNG comes in. Who they put speed down on is speed down resisted. Because if they do give speed down to your guys, they'll be slower, you might not get enough attacks in at the right time to get those 10+%. Then this ability here, obviously you have to watch out for, it's essentially an AoE. So what you want to do overall is let them waste AoEs, and then we'll try and blitz down one of them. So that's gonna be our strategy. And then finally ability, again more RNG in here. They may stun somebody. Stun can't get resisted though, so again, who they stun, the stun land. So speed down, stuns, that's the bit of RNG. And as well, the Guardians themselves they don't always start off with AoE. Sometimes they start with one ability, sometimes another, so that's why I did 3 battles just to test out different RNG of what the enemies do, so hopefully it'll show you, you know, how to play it. And finally, another bit of RNG as well is like sometimes SWGOH goes first, sometimes Vader's goes first, so maybe their speed is just exactly the same. And I think Barris, she's got some turn meter gains or something, so sometimes she'll jump ahead. So there's also some turn order sequence that will be different in these battles. So there is some RNG, but once I got this attack strategy kind of nailed down, I got it 3 times in a row. So hopefully it's something you can replicate as well. Alright, let's start off from beginning and do the run now. So what you want to do here is whenever SWGOH gets her first turn, do her middle ability and target Luke. So this is going to be an AoE, so we'll reduce everybody's stacks from 3 to 2. Then what we'll do up next is do the AoE from Vader. Boom, they're all down to 1 stack. Now we're going to do a basic with Chewie. And this guy now on the left has no stacks of armor, so we have to now switch on the guy in the middle, do a basic. He's got no stacks. And now we have to hit this guy as well, because you don't want to hit them when they have no armor on them. Now they all wasted AoE except the middle one. So what you want to do next is target, make sure when you do now the mass assist with Luke, target somebody that already used up the AoE that it's off cooldown. So whenever they take a turn, do 100% more damage. They can only take down 1 character, not the AoE that will take down everybody. So this is very important, pay attention. Who's got now the AoE on cooldown? So now Luke gets a turn. Again, if they put speed down on Luke, Luke would not get a turn here. They did a speed down on Vader, which again is not good. He's your damage dealer. But now we're just gonna go all out on this guy. He's got no more stacks, so on next turn he'll do 100% more damage, but he can't do the AoE because he used it up already. Okay, so as SWGOH goes down, that's fine. She was stunned anyways. And now what we can do here, I should have probably done the AoE from Barris there, so a bit of a misplay there. And now we're just gonna keep blitzing these guys down, because here's the baiting. What do I do? But I'm like, well, I'm at 8%. He's got AoE that he will use, but let's just try and blitz him down, because we'll get a few turns in before he takes a turn. He's got no armor, so I'll just go ahead and get that 10% before he takes a turn and nukes everybody out. And that's it. You gotta really watch out for his AoEs in the opening sequence, and then just blitz 1 guy down. Let me show a couple of more runs, just that you see different starting sequence and how it works. Okay, here we go. This is my second run, and let's go ahead again, start off with an AoE with Vader. Then we do the AoE with SWGOH, targeting Luke. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and do a basic over there, and then again move the target to the middle guy. He's still got a green shield on him, and this is where RNG was a little bit different. As you can see there, the all guys went before Barris did, and now they all got again stacks of shield on them, which means Barris can actually do now an AoE. So you can see a little bit different RNG in this one. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and just do mass assist on the guy on the left with the Luke now. We just try and blitz him down. Yes, he will do 100% more damage on his next turn, but he used up his AoE, so he can only nuke out 1 character. So let's just go ahead and just keep going after him. We are up to 9%. We resisted the stun there. He even went after Barris, and Barris survived. Wow, okay. Let's go ahead and I don't know, you could, yeah, let's do a basic, or maybe you could as well give turn to Vader. I think Vader does more damage than Luke, but anyway, just did a basic there. There we go, we're up to 11% now. We'll just keep going. Another hit over there. Okay, and a good RNG there. He could have used AoE but didn't. If he would have one-shot my team and I would end up with 11%, but because he didn't use AoE, I can go a little bit longer, and this was my best run. I think I ended up with 15%, but again I got very lucky. They didn't use the AoE, so if they would, like normally, I would got 11% in this run as well. So as you can see, it's a very close call with level 5 Luke, but can be done. Okay, let's do one more run as well, the third time. So with every run I was trying out a little bit different things in between, but the opening sequence is always the same. You just do the AoE with Asajj, targeting Luke, then you do the AoE with Vader after that. You just gotta do AoEs to do as much damage as you can. That's why I'm using AoEs, not single damage attacks. There we go. Now we do basic over there. Move the target to the middle guy, he's still got a green shield. Hit him down. Again, see Barris here did not take a turn, but because in this case I can't use the AoE from Barris because the other guys didn't take a turn yet. So we were able to eat up the AoEs here just about. I guess they're tuned this way, and now we just bleeds down the guy on the left. He used up his AoE, so on his next turn he can just take out one unit, not everybody with his AoE, and now we just go all out. Let's go ahead and hit him. They stun Luke, not the best scenario in this one. Here, yep, do the AoE with Barris. So this time I remember to do AoE with her just for more damage. So we are 9%. It's always very tight, guys. It's never like very easy. We are now up to 10%. Again, they did not use the AoE there. If they would have one-shot my entire team. But again, I was at 10%. So definitely challenging with the level 5 Luke, but as I've shown you 3 times in a row, it can be done. But again, it may take all your 5 attempts to line it up. But just try this and let me know if it worked for you, this strategy. So in the beginning, you do AoE with Asajj, AoE with Vader, and then the remaining guys, they do basic on each of the Tomb Guardians, moving the target to whoever still got green shield left. Once they used up the AoEs on their first turn, then you just gun down. I just always target the guy on the left, but you can really target anybody that already used up the AoE, mass assist, and just blitz them down, and you should be able to get to 10%. Alright guys, that's all for this video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful, just sharing you the strategy that worked for me 3 times in a row. So it seemed pretty reliable. I also tried it in my other account as well after I figured out, and I got there as well, I believe 11%. So between 2 accounts I was already able to achieve. Unfortunately, the first account that I was testing, I used up all the attempts already, so I can't try to do it in the third account as well. But obviously I can do it, in 3 days time when this comes back, or 4 days time, because I think they'll just probably rotate daily the bosses, so we'll see them again in a few days time. Thank you for watching, I'll see you on the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.